This video is brought to you by GraphicStock. The next big iOS update for iPhones and iPads was unveiled by Apple this week at WWDC, and it comes with some gigantic new features to go along with an even bigger Siri upgrade. iOS 10 is the mother of all releases, according to Tim Cook. It comes with 10 big new features that make Siri more powerful than ever, plus some much needed changes to the way you interact with the lock screen and home screen thanks to interactive notifications, widgets, and deeper 3D touch integration. Apple has opened up Siri to developers, which will allow the digital assistant to do more than ever before, like hailing an Uber, start workouts, send payments to a friend, and much more. Messages is getting a huge update with end-to-end encryption. Apple is bringing support for rich links and inline video, so you don't have to leave the app to see what a friend shared. Emojis are 3 times bigger, and the QuickType keyboard now recommends which emoji could replace words in your texts. Bubble effects for Messenger now allow you to change the size and animation of the text in your messages to help convey different emotions. Sensitive messages can now be covered up using invisible ink, so the recipient has to slide over it to view the text. Handwritten messages and digital touch have been added to make messages more personal. There's also some full screen effects that you can send too. Apple has also opened iMessage to developers, allowing third-party apps to interact directly through the app. To access different iMessage apps, Apple has added a new app drawer on the messaging screen, so you can do stuff like order food as a group within the app, or send a payment with Square Cash. QuickType is getting Siri Intelligence, which uses deep learning to give better context to your response suggestions. If someone asks where you are, Siri will suggest sending your location. If someone asks for your phone number, it will bring up the person's info if you have it. Both of these though aren't working on my current beta. It also supports multilingual typing, meaning no more keyboard switching if you speak 2 languages. Photos is adding a bunch of new features. The first is a new map section that shows where you've taken your pictures, just like Instagram. The biggest addition though is memories, which are created using artificial intelligence to analyse your photos and videos based on location, time, and people to automatically create a movie of the memory. Maps is getting an all-new design that makes it easier to access the controls. The app is also more proactive and has better search filters. Navigation now includes the traffic on your route and quick controls like the option to see nearby gas or food stops on your route. Apple is also opening Maps to developers, so you don't have to leave the Maps app to interact with related apps. Apple Music is getting redesigned too, with a much simpler interface that focuses on music. It's more intuitive and very white. Lyrics can be accessed when playing songs. For You has a new Discovery mix, which is pretty much a rip-off of Spotify's Discover Weekly playlist. Apple News now has over 2,000 publications with 60 million monthly active users, and it's also getting a redesign. It looks a lot like Apple Music. Very simple, big text, but it also recommends stories for you and serves up breaking news alerts. There are also subscriptions, so you can support your favourite publications, like Cult of Mac. Apple also announced a new Home app that makes it a lot easier to interact with your HomeKit supported accessories. You can pull up the app and turn off your lights, adjust the thermostat, lock your door, and more. The app is built right into Control Center, so you can do quick tasks like check your front door security camera from the lock screen. The Home app also includes automation with geofencing and scheduled tasks. Phone calls on the iPhone are taking a step into the future with voicemail transcripts. Carriers can now include information on the screen, which could be a big help to avoiding scammers. The lock screen also integrates with apps like Skype, so you can answer calls quicker. The days of having a junk folder full of Apple-made apps you don't want is finally coming to an end, after discovering that apps like Maps, Contacts, Stocks, and others can now be deleted. Also, as a little bonus that Apple didn't mention on stage, iOS 10 now gives you the ability to take pictures whilst listening to music. iOS 10 will also include notes collaboration, conversation view in Mail, live photos editing, and split view in Safari on iPad. So you can finally put web pages side by side. The first preview build of iOS 10 is available to developers now. A public beta of iOS 10 will come out in July, with the public launch coming in the fall as a free upgrade. I'd also like to take a quick minute to thank our friends and sponsors over at GraphicStock.com. GraphicStock is the place to go for unlimited access to premium stock images that anyone can afford. Thanks to their subscription-based model with unlimited daily downloads from over 100,000 photos, vectors, illustrations and more. So if you're a graphic designer, photographer, or even video creator, there's tons of resources for you to use, which are all 100% royalty free. So sign up for your free 7-day trial at graphicstock.com/x/cultofmac. Well, that's it for this video, but let me know in the comments down below which feature you're most excited about in iOS 10. Also, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss a single video from Cult of Mac. I'll catch you in the next one.